Welcome to week 8. So there's 3 things happening in post-production. First, let's take a look at post-production. Post-production is where you wrap up the collaboration and you export out the work you did, either a film, a game, or some kind of evidence of practice or composition in School of Rock. Why? Post-production is where we publish. And to get good, we need to get feedback. So we need to publish to get feedback so that we can go into another development cycle, et cetera, et cetera. The where is established, where we've been working for our tools and so on, and what we're going to use to publish. The how is written out here for how we're publishing, and depending on the class. So publishing to YouTube, if you're in film, if you're in game, you're going to be publishing to itch.io. And in School of Rock, we'll be publishing probably straight to Google Drive, an MP3 file, some kind of sonic evidence. Okay, and I have those resources there. Now, let's go back into the Week 8 folder and talk about presentation. But first, before we go into that, let me show you something that in our class tracking sheet, I want you to place a link to the YouTube video. If you're in game design, I want you to put a link to the itch page that you created to upload your team's game. And in School of Rock, what I want to do is I want you to have a link to some kind of sonic evidence. And this could be a link to your Google Drive, something like that. Okay? Now let's go back into our folder and take a look at the team presentation. At the end of every month, we do a presentation about the work that we did. And I need to show you a few things related to this. You're going to highlight in this presentation your individual skills development. And okay, why? Because teamwork can be frustrating and stressful, but if each person's doing their component, there's a greater chance that we're going to have a successful collaboration. So we need to clearly identify the goals before we start working, but those goals need to be clearly identified both for the team, but also for each individual. So we are measuring individual growth. That's where your grade comes from. Did you set a goal? Did you work on it? Do you have evidence? So I created a slide template and it looks like this. And essentially you go in and anybody on your team can copy this over. You have access to it. And each person, so somebody can fill this in, somebody can write down the log line or the goal for the project. And if you are working on independent work, like in School of Rock, you don't have to have a log line because there wasn't a collaborative project. Then person's first name and then their role. Were they the cinematographer? Were they the main level designer? Were you a guitarist, learning guitar? Then what was your goal specifically for this role for this month? And then where's the evidence? And that could be a screenshot, it could be a picture, it could be an audio file, something that is tangible. In the world of work, it's put up or shut up. We need to see that you actually achieved what you were working toward or you were striving toward your goal. If you did not reach your goal, that's fine, but we need to see evidence of what was accomplished over the last few weeks. And this is true for all the people on your team. So we have person 2, person 3, person 4, person 5. Okay, so you clone this and that's it. And that is pretty straightforward, hopefully. And you're going to put the link to that into the spreadsheet as well. Here's a link to your team's slide. So there's potentially 5 people on your team. It's all going to be the same link. So any of these would work. So if you put the link in here and then you clone it down here, that's fine. So that would work. All right, that is the slideshow component. And then let's go back into the folder. Let's go back into the folder. And on Friday, we're going to copy and paste a pre-built blog post that I have made in EduBlogs. You're going to copy and paste it into your blog, and then you're going to take a look at it, and that's it. You're going to copy and paste it, publish the blog post with my material in your blog post as a template, and we're going to use that for the next development cycle in November. But I just want you to copy and paste it. That's it. Okay? And that is it for week 8 post-production. Nice job. Thanks so much.